It's college hoops on 2K Sports. The Idaho Rebels face off against the Boise State Broncos. Welcome to the championship game of the WAC tournament. We're here at the Pan American Center. Bonnie Bernstein and Bill Raftery on for London. What's your take, Bill?
This game features a great matchup at the point guard position. He's one of the premier players in the college game. He has lightning quick hands and terrific anticipation. He'll rack up a ton of steals. Dorsey is also among the nation's elite point guards. He has the ability to anticipate where the rebounds are headed, and he's always prowling that offensive glass. Both look.
Idaho wins the tip-off, and the game is underway. Mossy dumps it off. Kisses to the left. Grabs, throws it out. Off the mark from the land.
Oh, the big fella with a tough rebound. No denying him on that one.
Raises up. He went up, and he'll go to the line for a couple.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes the first. He gets them both. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Bonnie Bernstein, for an update. What do you have for us, Bonnie?
Just before the game, I talked to Coach Graham of the Broncos. And this is a pretty confident coach here. He said, our team is peaking right now, and I don't care what our seed is. We are playing our very best basketball of the season, and we are the team to beat, not the guys on the other side.
Thank you, Bonnie. That last three-pointer was missed by Cossey.
Might have rushed that one just a little bit. There was plenty of time on the shot clock, but he got a little over-anxious.
That last three-pointer was missed by Brown.
The D got away with one there. He had space to shoot, and he usually doesn't miss those.
McElroy fires. Rakiecki grabs the rebound. A three-point spread on the scoreboard.
Rakiecki, good for that rebound. That's some toughness for you.
A huge dunk to polish off the break. An outstanding fast break.
You got it, Bern. Never lost a step and never lost control of the situation. That's how you do it.
That last long two was missed by Gordon. About 8.5 minutes left in the half. McElroy lets it go.
He pulled down that offensive board like it was no problem. What a battle.
Bounces it to the baseline. From the paint. He got fouled and still almost made it. He'll go to the line for two shots.
Second team foul.
He can't get the first. Shivashevsky will sit down to avoid further foul trouble. Good on number two. Grabs, gets it out left. Skeeter raises up. Gordon grabs the rebound inside.
Great rebound. The big fella's not afraid to do the dirty work, Vern.
Last shot missed by Brown.
Ooh, tried to kiss.
Pass to the middle, to the rim. Rebounded inside by Grabs. The last button down low was dropped in.
This guy is fun to watch, Vern. He can really fill it up. Gordon. swatted away.
The Broncos will get this one back. Stolen by Idaho, and it's a two-point game. Gets it left side. McElroy. Huge jump. The polish off the break.
You can't get more high percentage than that, Vern.
From downtown. Missed.
Oh, not real good shot selection, Vern. They've got to exercise a little patience and move the ball around.
Clossy passes it to the left. Fouls as he went up, and he'll go to the line for a couple.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Knocks down the first one. Coach Graham is going to put some new players on the floor, and I think that's a wise move. The guys he's going with really play well together.
He gets them both. Just over 7 minutes left in the half. Pulls the trigger. The three-pointer was offline by Fraud. Idaho carries it up. They're on a 12-4 run. Skeeter to the right. Lays it in off the glass. The Broncos will take their first time out. An 8-point differential. Outside. Beats it to the top of the key. Deflects the pass. And it's gathered up by Grass. Rises up. The coast-to-coast dunk. Brown inbounds the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boise State. On the inbound play. Snatched down by Plummer. The Broncos can cut it to single digits. The steal by Skeeter. Last shot dropped in by King.
They're really clicking out there, Vern. They're reacting perfectly to each other. Those kind of assists are going to come easy to them if they keep this up.
Bucks puts up the tray.
Run them up. That's not their favorite play to run, but they love it when it goes down.
Grab. Brown grabs the rebound. Cullen backs down. Fry catches it on the perimeter to the inside. Poked away, but it's recovered by Plummer. Fry gets it on the perimeter. Plummer gets the offensive rebound. Last shot off the mark.
The defense set the tone there. That's a really nice stop.
King passes it to the perimeter. Out left. Double clutches. The lay-in was good by McElroy.
Oh my goodness. So graceful. Gorgeous move.
Bucks raises up. Misses the long one. Swings it to the outside. King beats it to the perimeter. Shoots the turnaround. Rebounded by Plummer. Right around 5 minutes left in the half. Brown has it inside. Offline on that last shot.
Brown is having a hard time getting his shot to go, Vern. You just hope it doesn't wreck his confidence, but it's hard to see how it would.
Stolen away by Burks. Tried to lay it right in, but no good by Fraud.
That is unacceptable. He needs to explode to his finishes.
A rare miss, that's for sure. Layup is dropped in by Brown. It's a 9-point spread. Swing pass outside. Grabs, takes it up. Brown pulls it down inside. Plummer catches it left hand. Got to stop there thanks to the block by Grabs. Launches one from beyond the arc. The shot was missed by Grabs.
That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked, but it was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault him.
To the middle. Backs in. Fry puts it up. Can't get the bucket from 18 feet, but it's tracked down by Cossey. Puts too much on it. Under 4 minutes left in the half. Fry to the rack. Finishes the break. Grab inbounds the ball. Skips it to the outside. Goes up. Laid in by Skeeter. Boise State calls time. The Broncos are making some wholesale changes. And it's a 9-point game. Burks takes it up. Misses, but he'll get 2 shots from the line.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Knocks down the first one. Perry to make his first stint off the bench. Gets them there.
The Idaho coach is going to put some new players on the floor, and I think that's a wise move. The guys. He's going with. Really play well together.
McCreef comes in off the bench.
On the court.
Gordon inbounds the ball. Takes it up. Nice job on the assist by Burks.
The old-fashioned bounce pass. Pick it up and knock it down.
And it's a 3-point game. Deflected, but it's tracked down by Idaho. Shibashevsky takes it up. Gordon corrals it, and that's his 3rd rebound of the contest.
Wow, these fans are going nuts, Fern. Could this building get any louder?
Dumps it off. Lead pass outside. Rakiecki elevates. Powers down with the one-handed jab.
No need for anything fancy, just sink it in.
Gets it outside. Goes up. The layup was banked in by Borchard. Rakiecki from 18 feet away. Borchard snatches it up.
That's not his ideal shot, I'll bet he realizes that now, but it's too late.
Riddle passes it to the perimeter. Outside. Gets the three-pointer to go.
Nice range. If the D doesn't bring a little more pressure, he could heat up from out there.
Launches it. A careless foul there, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul. Team foul.
Makes the first of 3. Good on number 2. The Vandals will bring the rest of their starters back on the floor. The last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Goes to the crossover. Grabs, takes it in. Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He makes the first. He gets them both. Burks inbounds the ball. 1:47 left in the first half. Swings it to the perimeter. Rebounded by Grass. That's his 4th rebound thus far. It's a 6-point game. Shibashevsky goes up. Great finishing traffic.
To the first team.
Boise State calls time.
Timeout on the floor.
The Broncos will get a few more starters back into the game. Bonfi is tagged with the reach, and that's foul number 2 for him.
Now you've got to think about taking him off the floor to keep him from picking up another early one.
Lets it go. The 3-point attempt missed by Frost. It's deflected. The Vandals turn this one over out of bounds.
Poor fundamentals. That's a major mistake.
And the coach is simply beside himself. An 8-point differential. Gordon has it top of the key. Passes perimeter. Rakiecki hits the jumper.
That's his bread and butter, Vern. He's just so tough on the inside.
Grab ends it off. Has it left side. Bonfi fires the 3. Rakiecki grabs the rock. 38 seconds left in the first half. The finisher. The layup good by Brown. Grabs inbounds the ball. Deflected. The Vandals will retain possession.
Oh, that would have been a fantastic pick. Great effort.
Shibashevsky elevates. Jams it in two-handed.
Not much you can do about that except get out of his way.
Gordon beats it to the top of the key. Fry dumps it off. Perimeter. Bounces it to the outside. Shoots it. The turnaround was made by Brown. Idaho takes its first timeout of the game. Grabs on the inbound play. That takes us to halftime with the score 36-30. Now it's time to bring you our Power Bar play of the half. Bill?
Grabs is my choice, Vern. He was the go-to guy from the first half, and he's been the biggest factor so far in this game. And I wouldn't put it past him to contribute even more in the second half.
Gordon inbounds it to start the second half. Backs down. Fires from 11 feet out. Rebounded by Skeeter. Bonnie Bernstein has more as to what went on at halftime. Bonnie?
Vern, at the break, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Vandals. He thinks the guys played well overall, but there are a couple of areas where they still need to step up. Said he wasn't thrilled with the team's shot selection. That they really need to work harder to pound the ball inside and not just settle for those rushed three-pointers.
Thanks, Bonnie. Shibashevsky. McElroy. Baseline James. Rakiecki rips it down.
Oh, the big fella with a tough rebound. No denying him on that one.
Last shot dropped in by Burks. Stolen.
Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Dumps it to the middle. The 9-footer. Offensive board by Jordan. Not this time. Grafs has picked up his first foul of the game.
Nice effort to get the shot off, but the foul threw off his concentration just enough.
Knocks down the first one. King is back in the game after a short rest. He gets the move. Shibashevsky inbounds the ball. Grafs has it right wing. Dumps it inside. King puts it up. Nice read by Grafs.
They're really clicking out there, Vern. They're reacting perfectly to each other. Those kind of assists are going to come easy to them if they keep this up.
Brown gets it, top of the key. Gordon passes it to the left wing. Left side, dishes it to the middle. From the low block, rebounded by Gordon. Raises up, capitalized from the offensive rebound.
Nice job to convert from in close. He didn't mess around right there. Just straight up.
Clossy swings it to the outside. McElroy throws it up right in the bottom of the bucket.
This guy is fun to watch, Vern. He can really fill it up.
Right around 8 minutes left in the second half. It's picked off by King.
Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Last shot jammed in by Grafs. Boise State has not been able to shut down the inside game at all.
Coach Graham was yelling onto the court, "I want to see bodies banging in the paint." Coach is pretty frustrated about all the high percentage shots his team's allowed him to make.
All right, Bonnie. That last shot was drained by Shibashevsky. Boise State calls time. And it's a 10-point game. Brown gets it outside. Shoots. The 13-foot shot is no good by Gordon. Grafs with the crossover. Bounce pass outside. Clossy gets it on the perimeter. Grafs feeds it to the right corner. McElroy with the shot. Connects on the tough shot. The Broncos will try to put a stop to this one. Jackson for three. Rebounded inside by Shibashevsky.
Oh, he was wide open, Vern. He has to knock that shot down.
Last basket on the mark by King. Burks inbounds the ball. Under 7 minutes left in the second half. Outside. Gordon releases. No dice from long range.
They've got to put an end to this run before this lead gets out of reach.
Sizing up his man. Dumps it to the middle. The reverse. The layup was blocked in by Shibashevsky.
Another big bucket, and they pushed way out in front.
Gordon. Shibashevsky with a good defense. Grafs is one rebound short of a double-double. Clossy hands it off. Passes to the right side. swatted away. They get it back. King gets it right wing, tipped away, and it's gathered up by Gordon. Stolen away by McElroy. Chibishevsky commits the charge, and that is his third foul so far.
When you're in foul trouble like this, it's impossible not to let it get into your head a little bit.
Substitution on the court.
Burks inbounds the ball. Skip pass, right side. Holland gets it outside. Obasohan passes back to the outside. Picked off.
Terrific job denying that basketball. He was all over that one.
To the middle. Rose takes it out, catches the nice lead pass in stride, and hits the layup.
McElroy, look at them work the ball around. Great job to find the open man.
Graff gets called for the reach, and that's foul number 2. The Vandals are going to make some substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Dishes to the perimeter to stop the drought. Rain by Brown. Big three from beyond the arc.
He really gets his legs underneath him to gain great leverage on his jumper.
Riddle dumps it off. Jordan is going to be hit with the blocking call, and that's his first foul of the game.
You've got to establish position early if you're defending Vern, and he just didn't beat him to the spot.
Idaho is having real turnover problems. Bonnie, you've got something for us on that?
The head coach just asked his assistants about the other team's points off turnovers, and he wasn't real happy with the answer. Coach's response, not really fit for public consumption, Verm. Let's just say he wants to work on it.
All right, Bonnie. McCree backs down. That last three-pointer was missed by Riddle. About 4.5 minutes left in the second half. Brown unloads. Hits the quick shot. Porcher inbounds the ball. The baseline J fired short by McCree.
He just didn't look comfortable on that shot, Vern, and you can see it in the result.
Brown fired. Just missed it. No three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line for 2. Can't sink the first. The Vandals will go with a whole new group out there. He sinks the second. Chibishevsky lets it go. Pretty pass by King. The Broncos call time. They've got one left. The Broncos will get a few more starters back into the game. Under 4 minutes left in the second half. Releases. Nearly had a chance for a three-point play, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Team foul.
He makes the first. He gets them both. Graffs inbounds the ball. Beats it to the right wing. Chibishevsky hands it off. Just missed it. No three-point opportunity. But he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul.
He can't get the first. On the second. Boise State is showing us a little bit of a different look at passing. And Bonnie Bernstein has a report on just that. Bonnie?
The Broncos had a very animated discussion on their bench just a minute ago. A lot of yelling about being too deliberate on offense, taking too long to get shots off. I sense, Vern, we're going to see a much faster pace from here on out.
Grabs. Gets it outside. McElroy skips it to the right side. King shoots. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. 2:57 left in the game. Outside. Passes to the top of the key. Takes a three.
He didn't have a lot of room out there, and it kept him from getting comfortable on that shot.
Grabs the fadeaway. Rakiecki grabs the rebound. Holland passes back to the outside. Obasohan gets it outside. Lead pass, cross court. It's picked off by Grabs. That's his second steal of the contest. Rises stuff ball by McElroy.
Why lay it in when you can send it in?
Deflected, but it's tracked down by Burks. Stolen away by Idaho.
Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
The Broncos down big. Swatted away, and we're going the other way. Nice play by Grabs. You have to love a three who can swat shots like a big man.
He has the lengthy quickness to do that for you and to do it in style.
1:31 left in the game. Stolen away by Clussy. King inside. Catches the back iron and drops it.
They're in the home stretch, Fern, and if they keep making plays, it's all there.
Clussy. Gets it right wing. Grabs, swings it to the outside. That last return was missed by McElroy. Chivashevsky, no good from the low block. The Broncos will try to end this run. Outside from D. Rebounded by Grabs. 51 seconds left in the game. Deflected, and it's scooped up by Obasohan with the crossover. Dishes to the top of the key. That last three-pointer was missed by Frog. The Vandals should look to use some clock here. 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Chivashevsky passes to the right wing. Backs down. Grabs has it right wing. Pass to the middle. King pulls the trigger. Can't connect after the fadeaway. Stolen away by King. McElroy gets it outside. Grabs dishes to the baseline. Hangs. The layup was blocked in by Chivashevsky. Obasohan inbounds the ball. Holland fires. That's the game. The Vandals knock off Boise State 68-44. They're conference champions. Let's quickly go to Greg Gumbel in the studio with the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Thanks, Vern, and welcome everyone to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with today's Pontiac game-changing performance. A healthy display of long-distance marksmanship was the story in this blowout. The Idaho Vandal knocked down more than their fair share of three-pointers, and none were more impressive than this shot from well beyond the arc, putting an exclamation point on an easy victory.
Thank you, Greg. This is Vern Lundquist for Bonnie Bernstein and Bill Raftery. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of College Hoops on 2K Sports.
It is an annual rite of spring, bringing with it excitement and emotion that can be found in no other sporting event. The NCAA Tournament. Your wait is finally over, the brackets are ready, and the drama of March Madness is about to begin. Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Gumbel, and this is the NCAA Championship Basketball Selection Show, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Joining me at the anchor desk, as always, my partner, Clark Kellogg. We're all set to show you the seedings and pairings, so get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics. Of the 65 available tournament bids, 31 are automatically given to conference champions. The tournament committee hands out the remaining 34 bids on an at-large basis. An opening round game will take place on Tuesday night to narrow the field to 64 teams. But before we unveil the brackets for this season, here's a look at the final top 25 media poll of the season. The rankings look a little different than they did last week. The Central Michigan Chippewas jumped all the way from the number 22 spot to number 8.
They're peaking at just the right time, Greg. This is exactly the way you want to be going into the tournament.
Also, a new team has fought its way to the top 25. The Lipscomb Bisons break into the poll as the number 10 team. It's time to talk about the topic that has a lot of players and coaches holding their breath right now, the NCAA tournament bubble. These are the 10 teams that aren't worried as much about where they'll be playing as if they'll be playing. Clark, who jumps out at you there?
South Carolina impressed me this year, but there were occasions when they seemed to lose focus for a game or two at a time. And those setbacks could be what keeps them out of the tournament.
You got that right. And who else might be in the same position?
Nebraska could have sealed their invitation with a better regular season finish. But the fact is they play in a very tough conference, and that does weigh heavily in their favor.
I'm sure it's been a long week for those teams, but the wait's almost over. The NCAA Selection Committee has finished its meeting, and we're ready to unveil the top 4 seeds in this year's tournament. The Duke Blue Devils are the top overall seed, and they will play in the Charlotte Regional. The selection committee differed with the media on who the number 1 team in the country is, but the committee is the important one at this point, and we'll soon see if their faith in this team is warranted. On to the second number 1 seed, who will play in the Houston Regional. The Villanova Wildcats are seeking their second NCAA championship in school history. The Boston College Eagles are our third number 1 seed, and they'll play in the Detroit Regional. They return to the tournament after not making the field last year, so this will be a new experience for some of their younger players. And finally, our fourth number 1 seed will play in the Phoenix Regional. The Iowa Hawkeyes are in the tournament field as a number 1 seed for the first time in the history of their program. Now, here's how the brackets shape up based on where the number 1 seeds have been assigned. In one national semifinal game, the winner of the Charlotte Regional will play the winner of the Houston Regional. In the other semifinal game, the winner of the Detroit Regional will play the winner of the Phoenix Regional. Those games will be played on Saturday, April 1st. Then it'll be on to the national championship game on Monday night, April the 3rd. Any surprises in there for you, Clark?
I think those are the best 4 teams, but I'm a little surprised at the top overall seed. The media didn't think they were the number 1 team in the country, but the selection committee did.
So with the number 1 seeds out of the way, it's finally time to tackle the rest of the brackets. First up, we take a look at the Charlotte Regional. The Duke Blue Devils are the top seed, finishing at 26-5. They finished second in the ACC. They will take on the winner of the opening round play-in game between Tennessee Tech with 15 wins and Southern Illinois from the Missouri Valley Conference. And now the number 8 seed, the Xavier Musketeers, come into the tournament 5th in their conference during the regular season and were losers in their first game at their conference tournament. They're going to play the number 9 seed, the Northern Illinois Huskies, who finished second in their conference tournament, finishing at 21-10. Syracuse enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Big East. It's yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Indiana Hoosiers, finished the season with 20 wins.
The Syracuse Orange have more to prove than any other team in this tournament. They haven't had a lot of experience in the tournament recently, so it's difficult to say exactly how they'll handle it. They've shown they're capable of playing with the best teams in the nation during the regular season. Now they need to show they belong with those teams come tournament time.
Oregon State comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 24-10. And they will take on the 12th seed from the Sun Belt Conference, the Troy Trojans, with 19 wins. Next up is the number 2 seed. The Kansas Jayhawks are the regular season champion from the Big 12. They'll be going up against the number 15 seed, the Prairie View Panthers, with 18 wins. This marks their 4th appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Our number 7 seed is from the A10 Conference. The Charlotte 49ers were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the big dance. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the Indians of Louisiana Monroe, who finished second in their conference tournament, finishing at 22-9. Stanford comes in as the number 3 seed, finishing at 23-9. Albany comes in to face them at number 14 with 16 wins in the tournament championship of the America East Conference. The Vanderbilt Commodores are in as the number 6 seed. They'll be taking on the number 11 seed, the Houston Cougars, with 21 wins. This bracket has the potential to give us a sensational matchup in the regional final if everything goes according to form and the top 2 seeds can survive the early rounds. Next up, we'll take a look at the Houston Regional. The Villanova Wildcats are the top seed, finishing at 27-4. They were winners of the regular season championship in the Big East. They'll take on the Holy Cross Crusaders, the number 16 ranked team. This will be their 14th appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Missouri comes in as the number 8 seed, finishing at 21-10. Towson comes in to face them at number 9 with 20 wins and a chance to make believers out of any doubters they might have. San Jose State comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 22-7. And they'll take on the 13th seed from the Big South, the High Point Panthers, with 20 wins. Cincinnati enters the field as the number 5 seed from the Big East. This marks their 28th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 12 seed, the St. Francis Red Flash. Finished the season with 19 wins.
The Cincinnati Bearcats are fresh off the championship of one of the toughest conference tournaments in all of college basketball, and you can't underestimate the effect that has on the confidence of these young men. I'm sure they're thinking that anything is possible right now. I think you've definitely got to look at them as one of the most dangerous teams in the entire field.
Our number 2 seed is from the Big Ten. The Penn State Nittany Lions had a tremendous year that included a regular season championship. They're going to play the number 15 seed, the Jaguars from IUPUI, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 17-14. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Virginia Cavaliers have established themselves as one of the best teams from the ACC. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the South Carolina Gamecocks, with 20 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. The Brigham Young Cougars are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Columbia Lions, with 17 wins. And now the number 6 seed, the Kansas State Wildcats, come into the tournament after finishing second in their conference during the regular season and finished second in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Florida A&M Rattlers, who finished second in their conference tournament, finishing at 21-10. Some of the lower seeds in this bracket have the ability to not only compete with the high seeds, but win a few games. The potential for a Cinderella or two in this bracket is definitely there. On to our third bracket of the day. Let's take a look at the Detroit Regional. The Boston College Eagles are the top seed, finishing at 23-6. They were winners of the regular season championship in the ACC. They'll take on the Texas Arlington Mavericks, the number 16 ranked team. This marks their 4th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. Our number 8 seed is from the independent ranks. The UC Davis Aggies were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the big dance. They're going to play the number 9 seed, the Oklahoma Sooners, who were 3rd in their conference, finishing at 20-10. Lipscomb enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Atlantic Sun Conference. This will be their 2nd appearance all-time in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Portland State Vikings, finished the season with 18 wins.
The Lipscomb Bison are going to provide serious matchup problems to any team that doesn't have depth and defensive ability at both guard spots. They have outstanding backcourt play at both ends of the court. It's the main reason they've made it this far, and they're going to have to maintain that form if they want to do some damage in this tournament.
The Flames of Illinois Chicago are in as the number 5 seed. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed, the UNC Wilmington Seahawks, with 19 wins. Florida comes in as the number 2 seed, finishing at 24-8. Alabama comes in to face them at number 15 with 20 wins in the tournament championship of the SEC. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Washington Huskies have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Pac-10. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Loyola College Greyhounds, with 21 wins. This is their third appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. And now the number 3 seed, the Central Michigan Chippewas, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and were winners of their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 14 seed, the Long Beach State 49er, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 18-11. Idaho comes in as the number 6 seed, finishing at 23-8. And they take on the 11th seed from the Big East, the Marquette Golden Eagles, with 21 wins. On the surface, I'd have to say this regional might be the most difficult of the 4. Certainly the depth of quality teams here is very impressive. Whoever emerges from this bracket will have been through some battles. And finally, let's have a look at the Phoenix Regional. The Iowa Hawkeyes are the top seed, finishing at 25-7. They finished second in the Big Ten. They'll take on the North Carolina State Wolfpack, the number 16 ranked team. Next up is the number 8 seed. The Colgate Raiders are the regular season champion from the Patriot League. They'll be going up against the number 9 seed, the Eastern Kentucky Colonels, with 21 wins. This marks their 7th appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. St. Bonaventure comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 25-8. Davidson comes in to face them at number 13 with 17 wins in the tournament and regular season championships of the Southern Conference. Kentucky comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 22-10. And they will take on the 12th seed from the West Coast Conference, the San Diego Toreros, with 19 wins. St. Joseph's enters the field as the number 2 seed from the A-10 Conference. This is their 27th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 15 seed, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Finished the season with 19 wins.
The St. Joseph's Hawks are a team that is just so powerful and strong up front. I would put their front court up against just about any other teams in the nation right now. It's always good to have strong guard play, but if you ask most coaches, I guarantee you they take the good big man over the good little man most times. Their interior play should serve them very well in this competition.
And now the number 7 seed, the St. Louis Billikens, come into the tournament on the strength of a third-place finish in their conference regular season and were semifinalists in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the East Carolina Pirates, who were semifinalists in their conference tournament, finishing at 19-8. The Arizona Wildcats are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Hawks of Maryland Eastern Shore, with 19 wins. Our number 6 seed is from the ACC. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the big dance. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 20-11. What a tremendous regional final we'd have in this bracket if the number 1 and 2 seeds here make it through the first 3 rounds unscathed. That could be one of the games of the tournament. Clark, give us your take on the tournament's top 16 seeds.
Maybe I haven't agreed with the selection committee every year, but I think they did a great job this time. The top 16 looked just about right to me. Boston College is the softest of the top seeds. I'm not going to say exactly when they'll go down, but if I had to pick a number 1 team that won't be at the Final Four, it would be them.
Now, let's bring the conference picture into focus. The ACC gets 5 teams. The A-10 with 5 out of the Big 12. The SEC gets 5 teams.
What a down year for the non-power conferences. We're used to seeing at least one of those conferences compete on the level of the power conferences, but not this year.
And let's not forget the teams out of the Patriot League. For a small conference, they competed at a very high level this year. Those teams could be the place to look if you're trying to find a Cinderella story in the tournament.
I'm surprised there were so few bids for the teams in the Mountain West Conference. It was an especially disappointing year for that conference. Usually you can count on a few of the nation's elite teams coming out of there, but this was a season where very few of those teams could maintain any type of positive momentum.
Here's the list of the teams that were on the bubble heading into Selection Sunday. So, partner, which of those invitees should be sending the selection committee a thank you card?
Florida A&M had a terrific finish to the season, and I'm sure that's what put them in the field. The selection committee doesn't want teams to back into the tournament. They want teams to come in playing good basketball.
While they start prepping for their first-round games, the 5 teams on the other side of the page will be full-time students again.
Louisville stumbled to the finish line coming down the stretch, and that's not the way to close out the season if you're hoping for an at-large bid. When they couldn't get it done in their conference tournament, their goose was cooked.
All right, Clark, now that we know all